Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day before we begin the video. Please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. WD fans have reacted to a top name's recent post announcing his return on X. The star, Hall of Famer Goldberg, hasn't competed in a match since his defeat to Roman Reigns 3 years ago. Goldberg will wrestle in his final match this year. While many fans are excited to see him perform in the ring one last time, others aren't too sure about seeing him back. In a new post on X, Goldberg announced that he's back, and the message received a ton of responses from fans. Check out the reactions below. Goldberg talks about his match against Roman Reigns. It's been 3 years since Goldberg's last match, which was against Roman Reigns. The OTC retained the Universal title against the WWE Hall of Famer at Elimination Chamber 2022. A year later, Goldberg appeared on the Chicago Sports Podcast and revealed why he agreed to wrestle Reigns. "My last match, I had COVID 3 weeks before I agreed to do that match," Goldberg explained. "The only reason I agreed to do that match was because they agreed to give me another one. So the answer, early in my career, I always tried to give everybody my best. Except towards the end it was tough to get into it, because it's like, oh, you're wrestling Roman, and it's COVID, and there's no one in the stands. Oh no, you're not wrestling him, you're wrestling Drew in an hour. It was a different time and things were different towards the end of my tenure." Goldberg is 58 years old and is in incredible shape for his age. It remains to be seen who his final opponent will be. Most importantly, it will be interesting to see if the veteran can have a good match at his age, especially after being away from in-ring action for 3 years. In a monumental turn of events that has shaken the wrestling world to its very core, fans around the globe have erupted in excitement following the announcement of a massive star's return to the ring. This legendary figure, who has been absent for a significant period, took to X, formerly Twitter, to reveal the much-anticipated news that they will be stepping back into the squared circle after a 3-year hiatus. The star in question, who had last competed against Roman Reigns in what was a highly talked-about match, has now left fans buzzing with anticipation for what comes next. The wrestling community, which has been eagerly waiting for a shake-up in the industry, found itself in a whirlwind of emotions as news spread like wildfire. Speculation ran rampant as to whether this return would mark the beginning of a fresh storyline, or if the wrestler would pick up where they left off, continuing their rivalry with Reigns, or perhaps someone else. The announcement sent shockwaves throughout social media, with fans flooding X to express their excitement and disbelief. The sheer magnitude of this return cannot be understated, as this superstar had been one of the most dominant and captivating figures in wrestling prior to their departure. Their absence had left a noticeable void, with many fans wondering when or if they would ever see their favorite star back in action. Now, with this surprise revelation, a wave of nostalgia and excitement has taken over the wrestling community. Fans were quick to react, with hashtags and trending topics flooding social media platforms. Many expressed their disbelief at the news, while others shared their excitement, eagerly awaiting what the future holds. One fan wrote, "This is the best news I've heard in years. Can't wait to see this legend back in the ring." Another remarked, "It's been way too long. The wrestling world needs this kind of excitement again." The excitement was palpable, with many fans reminiscing about the incredible matches and rivalries that this wrestler had been a part of during their prime. Some even speculated that this return could potentially set the stage for a dream match that fans have been clamoring for. Wrestling promotions, particularly the one in which this star had made their name, have not been shy about capitalizing on the excitement surrounding this return. Rumors about potential storylines and matches have already begun circulating, with some speculating that this wrestler could be stepping back into the ring for a high-profile feud with none other than Roman Reigns. The two had clashed in a memorable match 3 years ago, and the possibility of a rematch has many fans on the edge of their seats. However, others have pointed out that the wrestling landscape has shifted significantly since that time, with new rivalries and characters having emerged in the interim. Some even suggested that the wrestlers' return could signal the arrival of fresh storylines and new opponents that would further elevate this return marks a reunion with a part of their wrestling fandom that they had dearly missed. The absence of this star had left a significant gap, and their return brings with it the promise of exciting matches, thrilling storylines, and larger-than-life moments that are the hallmark of the wrestling industry. The anticipation is already reaching fever pitch, and it's clear that this return is going to be one of the most talked-about events in recent wrestling history. While the specifics of the return remain shrouded in mystery, fans are already speculating about the potential impact on the industry. Will this wrestler immediately challenge for a title? Could they have their sights set on a new opponent? Or perhaps, as many fans hope, this return could lead to a major long-term storyline that will dominate the wrestling world for months or even years to come. One thing is for certain: the wrestling world has been given a much-needed boost, and all eyes are now firmly fixed on what happens next. As the news continues to spread like wildfire, wrestling fans across the world are sharing their thoughts, reactions, and predictions. Some are even creating elaborate dream match scenarios, imagining what it would be like to see their favorite star square off against some of the hottest talents currently active in the wrestling industry. The return of this superstar is not just about one wrestler coming back to the ring. It's about reigniting the passion and excitement that wrestling fans have always had for the sport. Whether or not this return lives up to the high expectations remains to be seen, but one thing is clear: the return of this massive star has already made waves and will undoubtedly have a lasting impact on the wrestling world. Fans are on the edge of their seats, eagerly awaiting more details, hoping that the best is yet to come. For now, the only certainty is that this return will be a pivotal moment in the wrestling industry, one that will continue to be talked about for years to come. The stage is set, the anticipation is building, and the wrestling world is ready to witness history in the making once again. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel for more updated news.